What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another Django tutorial. In this tutorial, what we're going to be talking about is how to get your server to be secured over HTTPS. So the first thing that you want to do is head over to HTTPS let'sencrypt.org and code it technology and then how it works. And we'll come down here, and these three lines are at least the start for you to get HTTPS. The first thing you'll probably need to do, though, is I'm going to move this over, is go ahead and do apt get update. You don't have to do sudo if you're root. If you see me type sudo even though I'm root, it's just because I'm not actually used to being the root user. Usually you make a new user and all that. Anyway, so apt get update, and then you'll need to do apt get install git. I've already got it, so that's okay, but if you've followed along, you probably don't have it already. The next thing that we're going to do is let's change directory into /home/Django/Django project. And I already have it, but what you'll want to do is you'll come over to let'sencrypt.org, and I'm just going to be copying and pasting these three lines, okay? So the first line, I'm just copy, come over here, paste. I already have it, so it's not going to add anything. Next line, copy, paste. I'm in that directory now. And then the third line, copy, paste, and now that's Let's Encrypt auto has been done. The next thing, I'm just coming over here while that's doing stuff in the background, is we're coming down, and we're actually, because we're not using Apache, we're actually using nginx. It's going to be a little different. But what you'll want to do is you'll basically run this here, replacing example.com with your website. So I'm going to come down here, and the first thing you'd have to do is service nginx stop, and then I'm going to right click that line, and then instead of example.com, mine is cyber.io. Now again, I've already done this, so I'm not going to have to really do anything more. But basically, what this is going to do is it just gives you the certificate for HTTPS. So yours would be a little different, but like for example, I can renew and replace the certificate, and it should take me through the exact same stuff that it would do for you. So we'll see if that works. Okay, well, that's already done, but it should ask you for your email address. so put in your email address, then basically you should have something that looks a little bit like this. So once that's done, you have to set up nginx to actually use HTTPS, because even though we have the certificate, if we go to cyber.io, it's not going to be secured over HTTPS. It's not going to be actually using HTTPS or certificate. So anyways, what we need to do now is to go sudo nano /etc /nginx /sites available /Django. Hit enter, and you should have this. We've seen this already because we came down here, remember, for the static files. Anyway, going up to the top, we're going to comment out listening on port 80. That's just regular HTTP. And then we're going to comment out the listening on some more listen on port 80 stuff. Now, what we're going to add is, let's see, so we comment out those lines, and then what we want to go ahead and add here is, well, a few things. First of all, we want to listen on 443, which is your SSL port. And then there's basically three lines here. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to copy this. If you go to pythonprogramming.net, I'll put a link in the description for these lines. I just don't want to have to type them all out. And then you can copy and paste these lines. So I'm going to paste, and let's move this over. So if you recall, mine was just simply cyber.io. So you're replacing example.com with whatever your website is. So mine would be cyber.io. And then this, just make sure they're on the same here, over here. And then replace this example.com with whatever your website is, cyber.io. And then again, whoops, cyber.io. So that basically will tell your server to be using SSL. Okay, sorry, I hit the wrong button. Anyway, Control X out. Well, let's just check this one more time. Actually, we're going to stay in this file. Don't Control X. If you did, go back in here. Come on down. This is in the main server part. What we want to do is also is redirect HTTP to HTTPS. So let me come up here. So this is all that initial server block, right? So you've got the curly brace there, and then coming down, this curly brace is corresponding to location. This is corresponding to the original server. We're going to add one more thing, which is going to be server, 2 curly braces. And then what we want to add here, just 4 spaces, listen 80, and then server underscore name is cyber.io, and then return 301, which is a redirect, to https://$host $request underscore URI. Okay, so what that's doing is it's just redirecting basically any request that's made to cyber.io with any request URI, which is basically stuff after your domain name, and it just redirects them to an HTTPS version of that. Coming down now, Control X to save, yes, enter. And then what you want to do is, nginx should be actually off, but we'll go ahead and do a service nginx restart. So now if we go to cyber.io, when we go to, okay, something went wrong here, but let's try https://. Okay, so you'll see https://cyber.io worked. We can navigate a boot. Okay, so let me go back over to our redirect. For some reason, our redirect is not working. Let's go down. What did you guys forget? Maybe the semicolon here. Let's add that. X, yes, to save. Go ahead and restart nginx. And come back over, and let's go to cyber.io. Still... Okay. So mine, I think mine just hasn't... There we go. Alright, so if you go now to type cyber.io, or your domain, you should be there. If for whatever reason you're still returning that old nginx nonsense, hold Shift F5 in Chrome, and that's like a hard refresh. So it's not because before you're probably getting a cache. Anyway, boom, HTTPS, awesome. I love Let's Encrypt. I'm not sure if you guys saw it. Yeah, you're still here. Once you install your certificate, there's a nice let'sencrypt.org/donate URL. Highly suggest you maybe pop them over $5 or something. Anyways, so that's it. That's HTTPS for you guys. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, whatever, feel free to leave them below. Again, this is HTTPS for nginx with our one-click install via Django that we've done. So if you're using a different server, especially like Apache, this is not the process for you. So just keep that in mind. Anyways, questions, comments, leave them below. Otherwise, as always, thanks for watching. Thanks for all the support, subscriptions, and until next time.